Okay guys, so I wasn't planning on doing another pin today, but my husband brought home some potatoes he was going to bake, and I thought this was the perfect time to try out one of the pins that I had listed for Pintober. So it took me a long time to actually find the recipe because every pin I ran into just ran me into a dead end, or it was some kind of spam. So finally I found it at thetastykitchen.com. Like I said, I'm going to link all of the pins that I do this month down below. Yes, baby, hold on one second. Daddy will get them for you. And so, anyways, I finally found it after a lot of searching at thetastykitchen.com, so I'll list that below. Now, it does call for several different things that I'm not going to use, so I'm just substituting here. But, anyways, so we're going to start with a clean russet potato, or whatever type of potato you want to use. Idaho potatoes, I think what this is here. Basically, we're just going to cut the potato in slices all the way down. I guess I'm going to try to make them as even as possible without cutting all the way through the potato. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm not the greatest at using a knife, so if I lose a finger in this video, I apologize. Okay, so we have it cut. You can see all of my little slices. And so next we're supposed to shove butter in between these slices, as well as cheese. Did I slice that in? Maybe it's just not coming open very well. So anyways, we're going to put some, this don't look like it's opening up enough. Let me cut a little further. So I'm going to put butter and cheese into both of these. That might have been too much, but just wanting to make sure that these are splitting open far enough for butter and cheese to go in. So yeah, I think this will work. Cut that a little bit more. Okay. So then I have my butter. They recommended to put it in the freezer, but this is a last minute thing, so I didn't have time to put it in the freezer and let it get hard, so I'm just going to hope that it doesn't smash all to pieces when I stick it in there. So I'm going to do every other slit with butter, and then it also called for a certain type of cheese. I can't remember it off the top of my head. However, I don't have the type of cheese that it was calling for, so I'm just going to use some of this cheese so that I can slice it and stick it directly into the potato. And I don't know that I'll actually put it in every single slice or every other. I do it like every third just because I'm not a huge butter fan. I have a feeling this is going to be hard to get in there though, just because it's really soft butter. Okay, so that, just going to do every few. That's not too hard. Okay. Started putting the cheese in, I am going to put in my salt. And for salt, I'm using McCormick's sea salt in the grinder. So I should have probably had my husband hold this open so I could get it inside of the potato, but that's okay because I can add it once I'm finished. And let me add some pepper to it as well. And same thing, it's McCormick's and it's the black peppercorn in the grinder. love this stuff. I think it tastes better than just the regular ground up pepper. So anyways, for the other slices that I made, I'm just going to put some cheese in there. I think that's good enough. Perfect here. Okay, that's making some of the butter squirt out because it's making it a little tight, but that's all right. Put one more piece over here. Sitting here, I was waiting for my oven to heat up. The pressure is kind of like squishing everything out. You can see it's all starting to fall out of the potato. And I keep trying to readjust it and stick it back in there, and then there you go, another piece just pops right out. So I don't know how to really keep it in there. So I'm just gonna like smash it and see how that works. I don't know. At least it's got butter on it, right? And in it, and it's probably gonna end up a hot mess, but I think that'll work better than just kind of leaving it like I had it. Okay, so this is kind of like what it's looking like in here. It's starting to look a little dry, and I think I'm going to put some more butter, especially in that spot there. And maybe I will just kind of put some more butter on it and just kind of let it melt in between the slices of potatoes, just so it doesn't dry out too much. But it still has about 22 minutes out of the 45. Okay, so now I'm just going to top it with some cheese and bacon and put it back into the oven. I'm not pouring any heavy cream in it though, because it's just not my cup of tea. We're going to put it back in the oven. If you wanted to add sour cream or chives to it, you could. I don't have any sour cream nor chives, but I would add the chives for sure. I just don't like sour cream, so that's it. Okay, so after the potato was finished and I garnished it with cheese and I put it back in the oven for, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes to melt everything. And I pulled it back out and I couldn't eat it all, so I just kind of cut like part of it off and put it in my plate. And it was still kind of raw at the bottom, so it wasn't completely cooked, kind of like al dente. And while it still tasted good, it needed more cook time. And then again, I also didn't follow the recipe 100%. It was basically supposed to be scalloped potatoes, or a type of scalloped potatoes, and I just kind of assumed that it would work just as well as a baked potato. So I don't know, maybe if I followed the directions completely and used like the heavy cream and all that other good stuff, it would have cooked correctly. However, I just kind of did my own little spin on it, and yeah, so if I were to do it again, in just a moment, baby, if I were to do it over again, I would probably cover it with something, a little bit of tin foil, like a little tent maybe, to hold in some heat and make it cook a little better. But yeah, it was okay. I probably won't do that again though. It's just easier to make a baked potato and throw everything I like in it, mix it up and eat it. So that's it.